Research bring a new knowledge in the society and the world. Dear researcher, you are familiar that there are three types of research. Number one, qualitative research. Number two, quantitative research. Number three, mixed method research. In today's video lecture, I will explain everything about qualitative research design, and I will focus on three main design: ethnographic research, phenomenological research, and ground theory research. So let us dive into the lecture. Qualitative research design. So qualitative research design is first qualitative. What does this mean? We have to bring this in the meaning. What are three type of qualitative research traditions that has special useful for nursing, for business, for education, and other discipline? Design of qualitative study typically evolve over the course of study. Emerging design are the researcher make ongoing decision reflecting what already he had learned. So what have already learned is about the emerging design. Design of qualitative research. So quality study is based on the reality. It based on the reality and a viewpoint. So these are two main points of it. So it's a study is based on reality and viewpoint of those under. So these 2 points we have to keep in mind. Next, design of qualitative study. Characteristic of the qualitative research design usually choose a topic poorly understood and little known is about them. Number two, this should be flexibility, ability to adjust the needed. Qualitative design use various data collection strategy or a technique, and in this research, we use a complete approach. I mean holistical approach. So holistical approach is the complete thought. Research very involved in the field. Research become the instrument and require ongoing data. So, design of qualitative research is very important in this. There should be flexibility, adjust the needed, use various data collecting strategy and design, and we involve the holistic approach. So, if we study anything in qualitative research, we have its social aspect, its economic effect, its societal effect, and its religious effect. So this approach is called holistic approach. Researchers very involved usually in the field. In this research become the research instrument and require ongoing analysis through the data collection. Qualitative design. Characteristic of qualitative research design are these. They do not have independent and dependent variable. They do not develop hypotheses, but findings are often used in quantitative research hypothesis. Qualitative design do not impose refined research questions, have broad research questions. They usually do not control and manipulate the variable, do not make group comparison, design is usually non-experimental and can be cross-sectional study. So, qualitative research design have the specific characteristic design. Number one, in the qualitative research, we do not use the independent and dependent variable. We do not develop hypotheses, but often findings are used in quantitative research and hypothesis formulation. In qualitative design, we number three, we do not pose a refined research question. We do not have broad research. We only have a broad research question. Uh, in the researcher usually do not control and manipulate any variable because there are no variable. Do not make group comparison. It design is usually non-experimental, can be cross, and it must be cross-sectional or longitudinal. And quality design can have a multiple data collection point over the time. Planning of qualitative study. Researcher plan for the study to determine which research edition will be study size or setting, determine are the gatekeeper, time and resource available and require equipment. So planning of qualitative study is very important in which research plan for the study determine which research tradition will be used. So it's very important. In qualitative research study, we have setting or where we are going to conduct the study. So setting. In the planning of quality study, we determine who are the gatekeeper. So gatekeeper is very important term. Gatekeeper means who is the authority in the location where you are going to conduct this search study. So gatekeeper, for example, in the school is the principal, in the hospital is the head of uh, hospital, and similarly in other organizations. Planning a quality study, uh, time and resource available should. So, quality study also doesn't need require a specific instrument. Quality design, research setting in the real world, naturalistic in the field, and many phenomena in the variety. So qualitative design must they are conducting in the real world, and it should be in natural setting. We have to select in the field in which field we are going to conduct study. Many study design is a variety of setting. Qualitative research tradition, and as I have already mentioned, there are three type of qualitative research. One is ethnography, other is phenomenology, and third is the ground theory. Now, I explain these three: ethnography, phenomenology, and ground theory one by one. First, qualitative research design traditionally is ethnography. Ethnography, ethnography focus on the culture of the group. It focuses on the culture of group, culture behavior, culture artifact, and culture speech. Every human involved in the group. So, qual so in ethnography, we focus on the culture of a group of the people. We observe the culture behavior. What culture behavior means what they do. Culture artifact, what they make and use in their daily life. Culture speech, what they say in I mean their communication. Every human group evolves a culture that guide the member. A view of the world and culture value. Researchers learn from the culture, various study in the culture. So, qualitative research design can be viewed from microethnography, mean broad, and my, uh, macroethnography, mean in the broad context, and other is the micro, mean narrow. So we study it in the micro, ma- macro, broad, and micro narrow. Qualitative research relation ethnography, it's IMC. So IMC perspective. IMC perspective, the way the member of culture envision their world. So inside view, inside their own, if is the culture that is called M. For example, if there is a, you want to study any culture, the culture of nomadic people, so you would not impose your own culture bias. You will learn and you will study in their culture context. Next is the ethic perspective, the outsider interpretation of experience of the culture. So you will explain and you will observe the in perspective of the outsider. Also, ethnography attempt to gain our image perspective. So ethnography is among which mean the member of the culture envision their world insider. Ethnography research may spend years with the culture as an active participant. The researcher involves himself in the culture for a long run time. Researcher as an instrument, as the researcher plays significant role analyzing and interpreting the culture. Ethnography. Ethnography. Ethnography collect data through observation, in-depth interview, record and chart, photographs, diaries, and most of them we usually have 25 to 50 informant in the culture research. Qualitative research tradition is other is phenomenology. So focus on the lived experience. In phenomenological research, the researcher focus on the lived experience, interpret and understand human experience, what people experience in regard to phenomena and how they interpret and perceive their experience. So, for example, the people, the meaning of stress, experience of bereavement, quality of life in chronic illness, are most of the aspects are studied in this culture. Next is qualitative research tradition, phenomenological attempt to understand and describe spa- spatiality. I mean lived space where people live. Corporeality mean lived body. Temporality mean lived time. Rationality mean living human people. So these are such. Next, qualitative phenomenology is a step-by-step process where it identify preconceived belief, opinion, attempt to view the data. Intonations. Researchers open in alternate meaning. Researcher, researcher analyze and make the sense. Researcher describe instrument and define. So In the phenomenal step, we identify pre-conceived belief and opinion to attempt view and data without bias in the phenomenology. Next, researchers open to alternate meaning. Researcher analyze, categorize, and make sense of the meaning of the phenomena, and he describe, research, understand, and define the phenomena. Phenomenological collect data through in-depth conversations, usually 10 or more fewer informant. The third and last is the ground theory. Study the social process and social structure, assess the manner in which people make sense of social interaction and interpretation they attach to the social symbol. Purpose is to generate explanation of phenomena that are grounded in reality. Ground theory usually the data provide explanation of events as they occur in reality. So, for example, study process used by the mother to cope with the stress of managing multiple responsibility. So, ground, ground theory is basically the social process and social structure theory. Assess the manner in which people make sense of social interaction and interpretation. What are their expectation and what are their interaction and interpretation about the society, the symbol? Ground theory purpose is to generate explanation of phenomena that are grounded in reality. What in reality? Ground theory usually the data provide explanation of event as they occur in reality. So this is the qualitative research. Ground theory is data collecting, analyzing, sampling participant occurs simultaneously, constant comparison. Category are developed from the data are constantly compared with the data obtained in the earlier. Ground theory collect data through in-depth conversation, observation, and existing document. It usually have 25 to 50 informant in this research. Now, we have to integration of qualitative quantitative approach. Integration design is research design that integrate qualitative quantitative methodological data can be in a single study of the culture. So we sometimes integrate the qualitative quantitative research and various types. Dear researcher, I hope that you have understand what is the reality of research, what is the qualitative research, what are the three main type qualitative research, that is a phenomenology, ground theory, and ethnography. If you like this lecture, please describe the my YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, uh, for watching the upcoming video.